You saw me standing by the parking lot that night. The factory lights were fading one by one from sight. I tried to hide the worry behind a tired smile. You didn't ask for reasons, you just stayed a while. One handshake, one steady hand, when I thought the road ahead was more than I could stand. One handshake, no grand speech at all, but somehow in that moment you kept me from the fall. The vending machine was humming, the summer air stood still. The future felt uncertain beyond the distant hill. You talked about tomorrow like it would be alright, and somehow all that darkness didn't feel as wide. One handshake, one steady hand, when I thought the road ahead was more than I could stand. One handshake, no grand speech at all, but somehow in that moment you kept me from the fall. Years have come and gone now, the seasons changed their names. We both walked different roads through losses, work and rain. But every time I stumble, I wonder where to go. I remember that evening more than you'll ever know. One handshake, one steady hand, when I thought the road ahead was more than I could stand. One handshake, no grand speech at all, but somehow in that moment you kept me from the fall. You saw me standing by the parking lot that night. The chair beside me stayed empty all night long. The owner asked about you like he always had before. The same old corner table, the same old bowl of soup, but somehow all the laughter was missing from the room. The empty seat across from me held more memories tonight than anyone could see. The empty seat said more than words about the people we believe will always be there. We used to meet on Fridays after another week, talking about our families and dreams we couldn't keep. Somehow 30 years passed between those simple meals and all the little moments that only friendship heals. The empty seat across from me held more memories tonight than anyone could see. The empty seat said more than words about the people we believe will always be there. I picked up my old phone before the night was through. The line rang twice, then I heard the voice of you. We laughed about nothing, like we always do. And somehow that small moment made the whole world new. The empty seat across from me held more memories tonight than anyone could see. The empty seat said more than words about the people we believe will always be there. The chair beside me wasn't empty anymore. I saw your name on a piece of paper there, folded in a hospital bill left beside a chair. You never said a word, you never made a sound. You carried part of the burden without anyone around. My little brother, standing in the rain, always walking quietly through someone else's pain. My little brother, more than I could see, helping hold the weight of life for our family. The vending machine was glowing in the hallway late at night. Mother had fallen asleep beneath the waiting light. You talked about tomorrow like nothing had gone wrong, while carrying worries you had hidden all along. My little brother, standing in the rain, always walking quietly through someone else's pain. My little brother, more than I could see, helping hold the weight of life for our family. The years move fast between us, work and children of our own. Somehow we stopped talking the way we used to long ago. But standing in that hallway, I finally understood. You had been beside me more than any brother could. My little brother, standing in the rain, always walking quietly through someone else's pain. My little brother, more than I could see, helping hold the weight of life for our family. and pointed to my name. I still remember shaking on my very first day. The factory sounded louder than anything I'd known. You smiled and said, don't worry, you'll learn before too long. First day Foreman, walking by my side, showing me the small things no handbook could provide. First day Foreman, more than work alone. You taught me how to stand up when I was on my own. The gloves were worn and faded, the coffee strong and black. You knew every machine there and every worker's past. When mistakes would find me, you never raised your voice. You'd simply say, try once again, and leave me with a choice. First day Foreman, walking by my side, showing me the small things no handbook could provide. First day Foreman, more than work alone. You taught me how to stand up when I was on my own. Years moved on between us, promotions came and went. One day I looked around me and saw where all the time went. A young kid started working the same way I once did, and somehow in that moment I saw a bit of him. First day Foreman, walking by my side, showing me the small things no handbook could provide. First day Foreman, more than work alone. You taught me how to stand up when I was on my own. I still carry what you gave me then. Tapping softly on the living room window. I was reading yesterday's paper with nowhere much to go. Then the old phone started ringing on an ordinary night. A voice I hadn't heard in years said, are you doing all right? One phone call across the years brought back 1,000 memories and washed away the distance. One phone call, simple and small. Sometimes that's all it takes to brighten up a life. You said you got promoted and your daughter just turned 10. Then suddenly you laughed and said, I still remember when. The first week on the job, you stayed behind with me. Every everyone else went home, but you helped me learn for free. One phone call across the years brought back 1,000 memories and washed away the distance. One phone call, simple and small. Sometimes that's all it takes to brighten up a life. After we said goodbye, the room felt warm somehow. The rain had finally stopped and the clouds were breaking now. Funny how the smallest things can stay with someone long after work is over and the busy days are gone. One phone call across the years brought back 1,000 memories and washed away the distance. One phone call, simple and small. Sometimes that's all it takes to brighten up a life. I sat there smiling long after the call. The rain was falling hard on a cold November night. I saw the bus ahead of me disappear into the light. I started running faster, but I knew I'd be too late. Then suddenly the brake lights glowed and the bus began to wait. The bus driver probably never knew small act of kindness help somebody through. The bus driver on a rainy night turned an ordinary evening into something bright. I climbed aboard, still breathing hard, and found an empty seat. You nodded through the mirror like it happened every week. No speeches and no hero, no grand and famous name, just a man doing his job in the pouring rain. The bus driver probably never knew how one small act of kindness helped somebody through. The bus driver on a rainy night turned an ordinary evening into something bright. Years have come and gone now, the city isn't the same. The old route disappeared and I forgot 1,000 names. But every now and then, when rain falls from above, I remember that small kindness more than bigger things I've known. The bus driver probably never knew how one small act of kindness helped somebody through. The bus driver on a rainy night turned an ordinary evening into something bright. I never got the chance to say thank you.
The sign above the doorway had faded with the years. The same old bell still rang like music to my ears. 30 years of Saturdays in that familiar chair. Some places feel like family before you know they're there. The barber shop at the end of town saw my black hair turn to gray without a single sound. The barber shop, more than scissors and combs. Somehow every visit there felt a little like home. You knew the names of everyone, the stories and the jokes, the weddings and the children, the dreams of local folks. You never rushed a haircut or hurried someone out. Sometimes people came for company more than for a trim. The barber shop at the end of town saw my black hair turn to gray without a single sound. The barber shop, more than scissors and combs. Somehow every visit there felt a little like home. The last day came so quietly, no banners and no crowd. Just one more customer and one last towel round. I stood up from the chair and shook your hand once more, thanking you for all the years you never charged me for. The barber shop at the end of town saw my black hair turn to gray without a single sound. The barber shop, more than scissors and combs. Somehow every visit there felt a little like home. The bell rang one last time as I walked out the door. Pharmacy light was the last one on the street. I stepped inside that evening with tired, restless feet. You looked up from the counter and quietly asked my name. Then somehow in a moment you knew why I had came. The pharmacist behind the glass said words I still remember, though many years have passed. The pharmacist with a gentle tone made me feel that night I wasn't alone. You handed me the medicine and placed it in a bag, then looked at me and simply said, your father will be glad. It wasn't some great speech or wisdom from above, just ordinary kindness spoken with enough. The pharmacist behind the glass said words I still remember, though many years have passed. The pharmacist with a gentle tone made me feel that night I wasn't alone. The years moved on like rivers, the seasons came and went. The little neighborhood pharmacy eventually was gone. But sometimes when life feels heavy and answers seem too few, I still remember that small light and someone kind like you. The pharmacist behind the glass said words I still remember, though many years have passed. The pharmacist with a gentle tone made me feel that night I wasn't alone. The pharmacy light still shines somewhere inside. The rain kept falling on the bookstore window pane. I stepped inside to pass the time and get out of the rain. You looked up from a paperback and smiled before you spoke, and reached behind a wooden shelf and handed me a book. The bookstore owner probably never knew that one small recommendation changed the way I view the bookstore owner. On a rainy afternoon, open more than just a book inside that little room. You said, take this one home, I think you'll like it. Nothing more, no grand advice, no lecture about life, just a quiet sort of confidence in someone you just met. A simple act of kindness I still remember yet. The bookstore owner probably
probably never knew that one small recommendation changed the way I viewed the bookstore owner. On a rainy afternoon, opened more than just a book inside that little room. The shop is gone now, a coffee chain stands there instead. The wooden shelves disappeared, the old sign overhead. I lost that book somewhere along the road of years, but not the words you gave me or the reason I am here. The bookstore owner probably never knew that one small recommendation changed the way I view the bookstore owner. On a rainy afternoon, opened more than just a book inside that little room. Some gifts stay with us long after they are gone. The market road was shining after an afternoon rain. I carried just a few coins and worried all the way. The vegetables were fresh, the prices written clear. You looked at what I bought and somehow saw my fear. The market lady behind the wooden stand had the kind of gentle eyes that seemed to understand. The market lady smiled and waved me through. Pay me when you can was all she said to do. The bags felt twice as heavy, walking slowly home, not because of what they held, but kindness I was shown. The world felt less frightening, the sky a little bright, because somebody chose to make another choice that night. The market lady behind the wooden stand had the kind of gentle eyes that seemed to understand. The market lady smiled and waved me through. Pay me when you can was all she said to do. Years have passed between us, the market changed a lot. New signs and newer faces replaced the things I'd known. But every time I help someone without expecting more, I think about that rainy day in that small grocery store. The market lady behind the wooden stand had the kind of gentle eyes that seemed to understand. The market lady smiled and waved me through. Pay me when you can was all she said to do. Some debts are paid with money, some are paid with life.
Button fell from my old winter coat just before the first cold wind started blowing through. At the corner of the alley, a tiny shop still stood, the kind of place that somehow felt exactly as it should. The Tailor Shop at the end of town held together little things that time had broken down. The Tailor Shop, small and warm and bright, making worn out pieces feel a little right. You took the coat so gently, like it mattered all the same, then searched among 100 jars without a single complaint. When I reached for my wallet, you simply shook your head. It's only one small button, was all you softly said. The Tailor Shop at the end of town held together little things that time had broken down. The Tailor Shop, small and warm and bright, making worn out pieces feel a little right. Years have passed since then, the shop is gone today. The alley looks much different now, the old sign faded away. But every time I button up that coat against the cold, I think about your kindness more than the thread of gold. The Tailor Shop at the end of town held together little things that time had broken down. The Tailor Shop, small and warm and bright, making worn out pieces feel a little right. Some people mend our clothes, some quietly mend our hearts. The kitchen light was still awake again, long after every house nearby had settled in for bed. The clock above the doorway said 10:30 tonight, but there you were still waiting, with a meal kept warm and bright. The dinner table held more than food, it
carried all the little things that helped me make it through the dinner table. Simple as could be, yet somehow it became the heart of everything. There were years of overtime and worries left unsaid, school fees and hospital bills running through our heads. Somehow you kept smiling through every changing year, making ordinary evenings feel safe when I was here. The dinner table held more than food. It carried all the little things that helped me make it through the dinner table. Simple as could be, yet somehow it became the heart of everything. Looking back, I realize how many things I missed. The quiet ways you cared for us, the things not on a list. No medals on the wall, no headlines in the news, just thousands of small moments that carried us on through. The dinner table held more than food. It carried all the little things that helped me make it through. The dinner table, simple as could be, yet somehow it became the heart of everything. The kitchen light still shines in me. The street was quiet long after midnight came. A bench beneath the old tree, still waiting in the same place. I sat there for a moment and listened to the night, thinking of the roads I've walked and all the passing lights still here. After all these years, through the storms and summers, through the laughter and the tears, still here, standing on my feet, not because I walked alone, but because of those I meet. I thought about my old friends, the faces and the names, the people who stood beside me through victories and pain. A brother in a hallway, a phone call in the rain, a meal kept warm upon the table, again and again, still here. After all these years, through the storms and summers, through the laughter and the tears, still here, standing on my feet, not because I walked alone, but because of those I meet.
inches. The moon climbed slowly high. For the first time in a long while, I didn't ask myself why. I simply watched the darkness and felt a quiet peace, the kind that comes from knowing you have done your best at least. Still here, after all these years, through the storms and summers, through the laughter and the tears, still here, standing on my feet, not because I walked alone, but because of those I meet. I softly said, you've done all right. You saw me standing by the parking lot that night. The factory lights were fading one by one from sight. I tried to hide the worry behind a tired smile. You didn't ask for reasons, you just stayed a while. One handshake, one steady hand, when I thought the road ahead was more than I could stand. One handshake, no grand speech at all, but somehow in that moment you kept me from the fall. The vending machine was humming, the summer air stood still. The future felt uncertain beyond the distant hill. You talked about tomorrow like it would be alright, and somehow all that darkness didn't feel as wide. One handshake, one steady hand, when I thought the road ahead was more than I could stand. One handshake, no grand speech at all, but somehow in that moment you kept me from the fall. Years have come and gone now, the seasons changed their names. We both walk different roads through losses, work and rain. But every time I stumble, I wonder where to go. I remember that evening more than you'll ever know. One handshake, one steady hand, when I thought the road ahead was more than I could stand. One handshake, no grand speech at all, but somehow in that moment you kept me from the fall. You saw me standing by the parking lot that night. The chair beside me stayed empty all night long. The owner asked about you like he always had before. The same old corner table, the same old bowl of soup, but somehow all the laughter was missing from the room. The empty seat across from me held more memories tonight than anyone could see. The empty seat said more than words about the people we believe will always be there. We used to meet on Fridays after another week, talking about our families and dreams we couldn't keep. Somehow 30 years passed between those simple meals and all the little moments that only friendship heals. The empty seat across from me held more memories tonight than anyone could see. The empty seat said more than words about the people we believe will always be there. I picked up my old phone before the night was through. The line rang twice, then I heard the voice of you. We laughed about nothing, like we always do, and somehow that small moment made the whole world new. The empty seat across from me held more memories tonight than anyone could see. The empty seat said more than words about the people we believe will always be there. The chair beside me wasn't empty anymore. I saw your name on a piece of paper there, folded in a hospital bill left beside a chair. You never said a word, you never made a sound. You carried part of the burden without anyone around. My little brother, standing in the rain, always walking quietly through someone else's pain. My little brother, more than I could see, helping hold the weight of life for our family. The vending machine was glowing in the hallway late at night. Mother had fallen asleep beneath the waiting light. You talked about tomorrow like nothing had gone wrong, while carrying worries you had hidden all along. My little brother, standing in the rain, always walking quietly through someone else's pain. My
You had been beside me more than any brother could. My little brother, standing in the rain, always walking quietly through someone else's pain. My little brother, more than I could see, helping hold the weight of life for our family. I finally said, thank you. You opened up the locker and pointed to my name. I still remember shaking on my very first day. The factory sounded louder than anything I'd known. You smiled and said, don't worry, you'll learn before too long. First day foreman, walking by my side, showing me the small things no handbook could provide. First day foreman, more than work alone. You taught me how to stand up when I was on my own. The gloves were worn and faded, the coffee strong and black. You knew every machine there and every worker's past. When mistakes would find me, you never raised your voice. You'd simply say, try once again, and leave me with a choice. First day foreman, walking by my side, showing me the small things no handbook could provide. First day foreman, more than work alone. You taught me how to stand up when I was on my own. Years moved on between us, promotions came and went. One day I looked around me and saw where all the time went. A young kid started working the same way I once did, and somehow in that moment I saw a bit of him. First day foreman, walking by my side, showing me the small things no handbook could provide. First day foreman, more than work alone. You taught me how to stand up when I was on my own. I still carry what you gave me then. Tapping softly on the living room window. I was reading yesterday's paper with nowhere much to go. Then the old phone started ringing on an ordinary night. A voice I hadn't heard in years said, "Are you doing all right?" Sometimes that's all it takes to brighten up a life. You said you got promoted and your daughter just turned 10. Then suddenly you laughed and said, I still remember when. The first week on the job, you stayed behind with me. Everyone else went home, but you helped me learn for free. One phone call across the years brought back 1,000 memories and washed away the distance. One phone call, simple and small. Sometimes that's all it takes to brighten up a life. After we said goodbye, the room felt warm somehow. The rain had finally stopped and the clouds were breaking now. Funny how the smallest things can stay with someone long, long after work is over and the busy days are gone. One phone call across the years brought back 1,000 memories and washed away the distance. One phone call, simple and small. Sometimes that's all it takes to brighten up a life. I sat there smiling long after the call. The rain was falling hard on a cold November night. I saw the bus ahead of me disappear into the light. I started running faster, but I knew I'd be too late. Then suddenly the brake lights glowed and the bus began to wait. The bus driver probably never knew small act of kindness help somebody through. The bus driver on a rainy night turned an ordinary evening into something bright. I climbed aboard, still breathing hard, and found an empty seat. You nodded through the mirror like it happened every week. No speeches and no hero, no grand and famous name, just a man doing his job in the pouring rain. The bus driver probably never knew how one small act of kindness helped somebody through. The bus driver on a rainy night turned an ordinary evening into something bright. Years have come and gone now, the city isn't the same. The old route disappeared and I forgot 1,000 names. But every now and then, when remember that small kindness more than bigger things I've known. The bus driver probably never knew how one small act of kindness helped somebody through. The bus driver on a rainy night turned an ordinary evening into something bright. I never got the chance to say thank you.
The sign above the doorway had faded with the years. The same old bell still rang like music to my ears. 30 years of Saturdays in that familiar chair. Some places feel like family before you know they're there. The barber shop at the end of town saw my black hair turn to gray without a single sound. The barber shop, more than scissors and combs. Somehow every visit there felt a little like home. You knew the names of everyone, the stories and the jokes, the weddings and the children, the dreams of local folks. You never rushed a haircut or hurried someone out. Sometimes people came for company more than for a trim. The barber shop at the end of town saw my black hair turn to gray without a single sound. The barber shop, more than scissors and combs. Somehow every visit there felt a little like home. The last day came so quietly, no banners and no crowd. Just one more customer and one last towel round. I stood up from the chair and shook your hand once more, thanking you for all the years you never charged me for. The barber shop at the end of town saw my black hair turn to gray without a single sound. The barber shop, more than scissors and combs. Somehow every visit there felt a little like home. The bell rang one last time as I walked out the door. pharmacy light was the last one on the street. I stepped inside that evening with tired, restless feet. You looked up from the counter and quietly asked my name. Then somehow in a moment you knew why I had came. The pharmacist behind the glass said words I still remember, though many years have passed. The pharmacist with a gentle tone made me feel that night I wasn't alone. You handed me the medicine and placed it in a bag, then looked at me and simply said, "Your father will be glad." It wasn't some great speech or wisdom from above, just ordinary kindness spoken with enough. The pharmacist behind the glass said words I still remember, though many years have passed. The pharmacist with a gentle tone made me feel that night I wasn't alone. The years moved on like rivers, the seasons came and went. The little neighborhood pharmacy eventually was gone. But sometimes when life feels heavy and answers seem too few, I still remember that small light and someone kind like you. The pharmacist behind the glass said words I still remember, though many years have passed. The pharmacist with a gentle tone made me feel that night I wasn't alone. The pharmacy light still shines somewhere inside. The rain kept falling on the bookstore window pane. I stepped inside to pass the time and get out of the rain. You looked up from a paperback and smiled before you spoke, and reached behind a wooden shelf and handed me a book. The bookstore owner probably never knew that one small recommendation changed the way I viewed the bookstore owner. On a rainy afternoon, open more than just a book inside that little room. He said, "Take this one home, I think you'll like it." Nothing more, no grand advice,
No lecture about life, just a quiet sort of confidence in someone you just met. A simple act of kindness I still remember yet. The bookstore owner probably never knew that one small recommendation changed the way I viewed the bookstore owner. On a rainy afternoon, opened more than just a book inside that little room. The shop is gone now, a coffee chain stands there instead. The wooden shelves disappeared, the old sign overhead. I lost that book somewhere along the road of years, but not the words you gave me or the reason I am here. The bookstore owner probably never knew that one small recommendation changed the way I view the bookstore owner. On a rainy afternoon, open more than just a book inside that little room. Some gifts stay with us long after they are gone. The market road was shining after an afternoon rain. I carried just a few coins and worried all the way. The vegetables were fresh, the prices written clear. You looked at what I bought and somehow saw my fear. The market lady behind the wooden stand had the kind of gentle eyes that seemed to understand. The market lady smiled and waved me through. Pay me when you can, was all she said to do. The bags felt twice as heavy, walking slowly home, not because of what they held, but kindness I was shown. The world felt less frightening, the sky a little bright, because somebody chose to make another choice that night. The market lady behind the wooden stand had the kind of gentle eyes that seemed to understand. The market lady smiled and waved me through. Pay me when you can, was all she said to do. Years have passed between us, the market changed a lot. New signs and newer faces replaced the things I'd known. But every time I help someone without expecting more, I think about that rainy day in that small grocery store. The market lady behind the wooden stand had the kind of gentle eyes she said to do. Some debts are paid with money, some are paid with life.
A button fell from my old winter coat just before the first cold wind started blowing through. At the corner of the alley, a tiny shop still stood, the kind of place that somehow felt exactly as it should. The tailor shop at the end of town held together little things that time had broken down. The tailor shop, small and warm and bright, making worn out pieces feel a little right. You took the coat so gently, like it mattered all the same, then searched among 100 jars without a single complaint. When I reached for my wallet, you simply shook your head. It's only one small button, was all you softly said. The tailor shop at the end of town held together little things that time had broken down. The tailor shop, small and warm and bright, making worn out pieces feel a little right. Years have passed since then, the shop is gone today. The alley looks much different now, the old sign faded away. But every time I button up that coat against the cold, I think about your kindness more than the thread of gold. The tailor shop at the end of town held together little things that time had broken down. The tailor shop, small and warm and bright, making worn out pieces feel a little right. Some people mend our clothes, some quietly mend our hearts. The kitchen light was still awake again, long after every house nearby had settled in for bed. The clock above the doorway said 10:30 tonight, but there you were still waiting, with a meal kept warm and bright. The dinner table held more than
carried all the little things that helped me make it through the dinner table. Simple as could be, yet somehow it became the heart of everything. There were years of overtime and worries left unsaid, school fees and hospital bills running through our heads. Somehow you kept smiling through every changing year, making ordinary evenings feel safe when I was here. The dinner table held more than food. It carried all the little things that helped me make it through the dinner table. Simple as could be, yet somehow it became the heart of everything. Looking back, I realize how many things I missed. The quiet ways you cared for us, the things not on a list. No medals on the wall, no headlines in the news, just thousands of small moments that carried us on through. The dinner table held more than food. It carried all the little things that helped me make it through. The dinner table, simple as could be, yet somehow it became the heart of everything. The kitchen light still shines in me. The street was quiet long after midnight came. A bench beneath the old tree, still waiting in the same place. I sat there for a moment and listened to the night, thinking of the roads I've walked and all the passing lights still here. After all these years, through the storms and summers, through the laughter and the tears, still here, standing on my feet, not because I walked alone, but because of those I meet. I thought about my old friends, the faces and the names, the people who stood beside me through victories and pain. A brother in a hallway, a phone call in the rain, a meal kept warm upon the table, again and again, still here. After all these years, through the storms and summers, through the laughter and the tears, still here, standing on my feet, not because I walked alone, but because of those I meet. slowly high. For the first time in a long while, I didn't ask myself why. I simply watched the darkness and felt a quiet peace, the kind that comes from knowing you have done your best at least. Still here after all these years, through the storms and summers, through the laughter and the tears, still here, standing on my feet, not because I walked alone, but because of those I meet. I softly said, you've done all right.